This video is about the complications of having an IBD and kind of what I've been through with complications, or the complications I live with everyday life, with employers, with um, um, so it's complications with health too. So it's a variety of different complications that come with the person with an IBD. Like in my situation, I have flare-ups. I'm flared up right now, like, which causes skin rashes, acne. I get acne worse now than I did as a teenager. It causes patchy skin rashes. It causes like your insides feel swollen or just burning at times. Like, that's the way I feel. I know I've talked to other people and they mention the pain, but I haven't heard many of them mention like the stinging, burning sensation like I feel all the time, or whenever you're sitting down and it feels like someone's just like jabbing you in your intestine, going up with the blade. So the two biggest health complications are flare and constipation, like to the point to where you can't go for a few days on end. I know I mentioned it in the other videos, obstruction, but with with the symptoms, it's like it gets so much harder to live everyday life, to hang out with your friends, your family, to visit with the people you care about, to move, stiffness, joint pain. I mean, I have my exam coming that week and a half, and I'm just ready for it to be over and see where I'm at. See whether it's ulcerative colitis or Crohn's, or what is really going on with me. But during a flare-up, I don't feel comfortable doing anything, going anywhere. Constipation, when your abdomen is swelled so big that you can't even fit into your jeans correctly anymore. Like for when that situation happens, it's like you have a baby bone, kinda like you can push it, it ain't gonna budge. It's swollen and so tight that it just feels like your insides are gonna come out. That's where I've been for like the last week. And alcohol is a double-edged blade. When I'm to that point, I may take a shot, 2 shots, something like that, and it'll kind of help loosen and like help me go. But then I'm hurting from causing myself a flare-up from alcohol, which is just as bad. So it's kind of like picking which one you'd rather have. Be in a lot of pain but be able to move a little bit better, or be in a lot of pain and sitting back. But there's more that goes to flaring up than constipation, but they're both bad. And mesalamine helps, or mesalamine. I got corrected on that, but it helps somewhat. It has a lot of side effects that are kind of iffy, and I'm more nervous when I'm on it. I have difficulty kind of talking on it or about it. seems to make me a little bit more nervous, more irritable. Complications with spouse or girlfriend or even best friends, family members, whatever. Complications with that side of it is you don't want to go places, or you get all excited with your friends or family member to go out, do something, have fun, go bowling, go to a movie, and then you have to change plans. They feel like you're fake. You failed them. You didn't show up, which causes issues. They start to get where they don't trust you or they don't want to invite you. Your friendship change when you flare up or have issues and you don't want to go or you can't go. Or like my situation with my kids, I get so tired, so weak that it's hard to keep the energy to keep playing or keep chasing on, or I feel really fatigued, and I feel like that disappoints him, or at least my oldest, it disappoints him because daddy is sick, daddy can't play. So it's a very rough complication. I mean, you want to take your kid to the park and you don't feel well enough. You're afraid that if you go to the park, the bathrooms are awful. Do you want to be there when you can't get up for 30, 40 minutes? You have to hide in a porta potty with your kid because, I don't want my kid out of eyesight. So the days when I flare up or have issues, I don't want to go to a park. It's like I do, but I can't. So it conflicts with my family life. With friends, same thing. A lot of my friends want to go to bars and drink, and that's cool, that's fine. I'd love to shoot a few games of pool, but if I go, I'm gonna drink, and I've learned that friends aren't the best to look after you if you have a serious condition. When they take you out to bars or whatever, by the end of it, you're hurting. Even if you only drink one drink, you're hurting. And they're out trying to do what they do. And you need someone to kind of take you home so you can get out of the situation. So the best way to handle that is not to allow yourself in that situation. Who's to say you drink a drink or two and all of a sudden you have to go to the bathroom, you can't get up for 4 or 5 hours, and the bar is closing and you still are there, and they try to run you out or something, and you're just in that situation, just avoid it. Don't do it. If alcohol affects your IBD, try to figure something else out. Stay at home, play video games, make movie nights, board games. Get your friends together, play cards. Do something like that. Don't try to do things you're not capable of doing. I don't like going to movie theaters anymore. I don't want to miss the movie. Like, popcorn is one of the things that you shouldn't eat with an IBD. I love popcorn. I gotta watch how often I consume it or how much I consume when I do. Maybe a handful is just enough to where I can eat it without having issues. But that is another environmental factor, or is another complication with friends where they don't quite understand what you're going through, so be patient. Don't get mad with you. Can't make enemies of the people you need to help you. Complications with work. I'd say up until working at the casino, I was very well adjusted to like how I could make a routine in case I had a bad day. But when you're the only one watching the kitchen, you're prepping stuff, getting stuff ready, cleaning stuff. Like you're the only guy in charge of like 4 different sections because it's night and it's slow. But when you get a rush, you have no backup. As a cook, I love food and I love to make food in different ways. I love to use, awesome spices and like change things up. I like to learn new recipes. But also as a patient with digestive issues, I would rather not cook and have those kind of issues. So cooking is my hobby just for at home. Heavy lifting when you feel really fatigued. This is going to places like Target or Kmart or from retail shopping centers to construction. I've worked a lot of different jobs and it's really hard to find a job where you can conveniently have a restroom available for use at any time. You don't have to worry about if it's locked or if there's going to be seating available or how dirty it is, because a lot of these places, even if they clean it 10 times a day, you're going to have 2 or 3 people come in that is just going to wreck it and make it horrible. So, in the work area, there are many of complications. Going to the bathroom 7 or 8 times during the shift, it makes you look unsanitary. No matter how well you wash your hands, going to the bathroom that much, just in a customer perspective, it's gross. Unless you're a patient, you wouldn't understand just on a day-to-day basis. I mean, people say stupid stuff like, oh, I had diarrhea for like 3 weeks from food poisoning. You didn't. That's awesome. I see how you can relate. And that whole time, how was it when you dried out? Oh, you didn't. That's great. And some things come off very offensive. I'm sorry to anyone I offended. They were running back and forth to the bathroom and cooking people's food. I miss wearing chef coats, but toward the end I was getting to where I couldn't focus I would have issues and have to walk away, and nobody would understand. Like, you can't hold it 20 minutes. Come on, the rush will be done soon. Speed up, speed up. No, no, I can't. I either go when I gotta go, or you're gonna smell me back here with you, and that's definitely not sanitary. Like, it's horrible. And I'm gonna catch a lot of hell from these videos because people don't see this side of me. So those are a few complications with working, and especially working with the public. And when you ain't got the energy to do much, I mean, like, I drink 7 monsters a day sometime, or I used to, and I'm sure that just killed it worse. Now I drink 2 a day. Some days I don't drink any, but I feel like I always need some way to get energy, and I love people's response to that. Eat an orange in the morning. Okay, well, oranges contain citric acid, which burns me really bad inside. I love oranges, but I can't eat them. Thank you. Have a nice day. No, it's, I've tried coffee, but coffee has so much fiber that that could probably shoot me into a flare-up pretty quickly. But, so there are more complications with each department, but the like the way that people approach you, I guess that's a complication too, because you look healthy for the most part. Like, I mean, I'm hell out of acne right now, but for the most part, you wouldn't think anything was wrong with me unless I pulled my shirt up and my stomach is just so swelled that is terrible when it's like that. But you wouldn't think anything was wrong with me. They call it invisible diseases, IBDs, ADHD, all kinds of different disorders that the public can't see. But IBD is an invisible disease where, you can tell I'm having a bad day, but you can't tell what's going on inside. You can't tell how many times I've been to the bathroom. You can't tell that I can barely make it down the stairs and back up a few times in the day. I gotta go to or still have to go downstairs, get in my car, walk in the parking lot, inside, get back home. It used to be easy, and now it seems more and more like work, just to do basic things. And I wouldn't really say I'm ashamed of having digestive issues, but it's not something I want to talk about. I don't want to do this, but it's a way for me to let other IBD patients know, that you're not alone, that it sucks, that we've all been through it, like the other patients. We all go through it. We all have our complications, our issues. Like I said, this is the video where it's pretty much whining, and I'm sorry, but maybe me sharing my issues will help someone else that feels like nobody knows what they're going through. Again, I'm sorry to friends and family when I'm not able to come through. I'm sorry that I feel bad. I've also had people say, well, why won't you try my food? If I see a trigger, which complication, issues, triggers are foods or things that you should not have. I've mentioned alcohol, coffee, but everyone is different. Everyone has their own taste. I know with me that every time I eat fast food, I'm gonna hurt for a week. It's a given. I hate that the easiest solution with kids is let's go to McDonald's. But it happens. So I'm sorry for whining so much during this video, and I hope it helps somebody somewhere. And I hope you can find a way to minimize your complications. With me being flared up, my whole body is sick and it hurts. But I know I'm not the only one going through it. So that's a positive silver lining.